Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're continuing our series of media videos for 2024, and we're going to be focused on game action from Week 4. Now, before we get into our video, based on questions we've received, I want to talk about one of our points of emphasis for officials, and that is penalizing unsportsmanlike acts. Now, the Rules Committee has given good feedback to our officials that they're dealing well with celebrations. They're not being overly technical, but when a player goes over the line or they have choreographed actions, we're getting the marker out and we're doing well there. But there can be no tolerance, no latitude in taunting or any action that players direct at an opponent or is demeaning to the game. These are automatic unsportsmanlike conduct fouls. And this also includes the simulating firing of a weapon. And so far this year, we're averaging 2 unsportsmanlike conduct fouls in every 3 games. That's slightly up from last year, but not much. And as a reminder, by rule, if a player gets 2 unsportsmanlike conduct fouls in a game, they are ejected, and that applies to coaches as well. So with that, let's get on into our video. Our first play this week, we see that the quarterback, he throws out to a wide open receiver who catches the ball and then pushes upfield for the goal line. The receiver dives, the officials come together, and then you're going to see the side judge, he goes up with touchdown. Now, as we go back and take a look at the play from the end zone, we see that the receiver, he does stick the ball out, but it is clearly outside the pylon, so he didn't break the plane of the goal. Remember, the plane of the goal line extends between and includes the 2 pylons. And the receiver's left arm, we know, does hit the pylon here. And then from the ground level view, we see that the receiver is in bounds and he reaches the ball out. The left arm does hit the pylon clearly before he's out of bounds. So anytime the runner hits the pylon before going out of bounds, that runner gets goal line extended, meaning that the goal line plane is extended on out beyond the pylon. So we can see the ball is across the goal line extended here, so this results in a touchdown. Play 2 is a pass fumble play, and these type plays can be very tight. Now we see here the offense has 3rd and goal, and the quarterback drops back. The ruling on the field is going to be a fumble recovered by the defense, and then during the return, the offense takes the ball back away from the defensive player. Now the question is, was this an incomplete pass or a fumble? And the impact is significant, as with the ruling on the field, if it was a fumble, then the offense, by taking the ball back, is going to get a new series, 1st and 10. But if it were an incomplete pass, it would now be 4th and goal. Replay is going to stop the game to review. And as we look at the quarterback's motion, it's important to note that the rule here is it is not if the arm is moving forward that makes a pass, but it is the hand moving forward with the ball in firm control that starts the pass. Interestingly, we do see that the arm is moving forward kind of in a cocking motion here, but the defender makes contact with the quarterback and he loses firm control of the ball just as the hand starts to move forward. This is very tight, but replay confirms the call of a fumble and it's not an incomplete pass. And the rules language was changed from arm moving forward to hand moving forward for just this type play and what we can now see in replay. Play 3 is going to be a 2-play vignette on roughing the passer and targeting. Now, on the first play, we see the quarterback, he throws an incomplete pass, but we get a flag down from our referee for roughing the passer. And as we go back and take a look at the action, we see that the defender, number 2, he comes in, he tries to block the pass, but he's going to make forcible contact to the head of the quarterback. This is clearly roughing the passer, but not targeting because the defender does not launch, there's no lowering of the head, and the defender really is just attempting to block the pass, and their heads do collide, but there's no attack, no indicator of targeting. So roughing the passer is the correct call here. Now, on the second play of the vignette, we have a similar play of a pass, and we have a flag down from our referee for roughing the passer. And as we go back and take a look at the hit, we see that the defender, he starts to go up to block the pass, but then he pulls his hands down, lowers his head, and attacks the quarterback's head. This clearly has an indicator of targeting, and with the forcible contact to the head or neck area of the defenseless quarterback, replay properly adds targeting here. The difference in the two plays is around the indicator of targeting. One play has an attack, the other play does not, just helmet contact. Play 4, we get a field goal attempt, and as we see, the kick is away, it is very high, and the official under the right upright is going to rule that the kick is no good. And now the kicker thought it was good, but when we go back and take a look at the rule here, we know that a field goal is good if it passes over the crossbar and between the uprights. If the kick is higher than the top of the upright, to be a successful field goal, it must pass inside the upright. If it's straight over the upright, it is not good. Similarly, instant replay can review a field goal attempt, but only when the ball is lower than the top of the upright. If the ball is higher than the top of the upright, then the play may not be reviewed. Play 5, we see the offense, they're backed up. They're going to hand off in the end zone. The runner's tackled, and we see the headline judge coming in, and he's going to rule safety. Now, we know that all scoring plays must be cleared by replay. And as we go back and take a look at this, we get a great look down the goal line, and the runner, he drives, he spins to try to get the ball out of the end zone. Now, by rule, the entire ball must get out of the end zone for it not to be a safety. It's not like going in where if just the nose of the ball breaks the plane, it's a touchdown. And as we review this, and remember the goal line plane is the field side of the white line where the white and the green meet up. That's where the entire ball must clear not to be a safety, not just where the red and white meet up or even the back or middle part of the white line. From this replay, the entire ball does not get completely out of the end zone, so it is a safety. Last play, we're in the first overtime period. The defense has already scored in their possession series and is up by 7 points, and the offense is in their possession series with first and goal. Now we're going to get a run off tackle, and we see number 12 of the defense. He steps up, makes a big hit, the ball is out, and it rolls out the back of the end zone. Now, the ruling on the field is going to be fumble in the field of play, resulting in a touchback, and the end of the offense's possession series. Now, we know that this play is going to replay review, and if the ruling holds, the game will be over. But as we go to review, we see spectators rushing the field, the goalposts come down, and security does a good job of protecting the end of the field where the players are. But as we go back and take a look at the play, we can see from the end zone angle, the ball is out on contact by the defender. And another view down the goal line, the ball is out before the runner crosses the plane of the goal line. And so replay is going to let the play stand. It's not a touchdown. It's a fumble in the field of play, goes out the back of the end zone. The game is over. If play would have continued, game management would need to totally clear the field and reset the goalpost if possible. And by a little known rule, if this goalpost couldn't be reset, the home team is responsible for the availability of a portable goal if the original goals are removed during the game for any reason. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we thank you for your time invested in watching this video. Please keep your comments coming as they're very helpful, and best of luck to all this week.